All right, everyone, it's Dave Penyuk of Revenue.com, and I'm here today to share another real estate investing video tip for you. Today's tip is what I call the traffic signal tip. And what I mean by the traffic signal is, you know how there's red, amber, I'll just call it yellow, and green, right? Red is stop, yellow slow down, green is go. So my traffic signal analogy is around checking on references and credit and everything with a prospective tenant. And this could be a regular tenant for a regular buy and hold rental, or it could be for a tenant for commercial space. It could even be a tenant for a rent to own property. And what I like to think of is the red, yellow, and green is kind of how I process an application when someone applies to rent one of our properties. So there's three kind of main things I like to look at, and for each of those three main categories, I'll basically designate whether it's a red, a yellow, or a green. So I'll just quickly go through those with you. So one of the main categories I look at, of course, is your credit check. Very, very important to do a credit check. You know, what's going on with their credit? Do they have a lot of debt? Is their credit score decent? Have they had a lot of missed payments? That sort of stuff. So that's your credit check. The second thing you really want to look at is their reference check, right? So you want to check their employment, call their employer, make sure that the employer is happy with them and they've been working there, and basically everything that they've said is similar to what the employer says. Same thing with a landlord check. Do both a current landlord check and a previous landlord check if you can. Get both of those. So that's kind of your reference check. And then the third check is your gut. What does your gut tell you? What does your emotions say about kind of how you feel about this person? So those are your three main categories. I don't have a lot of time to go in great depth. But then what I like to do is, okay, I'll apply a red light, as in, no, this is not good. Stop, stop, stop. Don't work with these people. Is it a yellow light? Well, it's not too bad, but I kind of want to slow down and be careful. Or is it a green light? Everything looks good. So I'll apply one of those three traffic signal lights to each of those three categories. What does my gut say? Well, they were pretty honest. They seemed pleasant. We had a good rapport. They didn't tell a lot of stories. I always warn everybody to be careful if a prospective tenant tells you a lot of stories. Oh, my landlord didn't do this, and oh, we had rat problems, and oh, there was a hole in the wall, and oh, this and oh, that. Those are stories that I don't usually feel good about. And I'll just apply like I say, the red, the amber, or the green. Same thing with a credit check. Is there a lot of problems, a lot of missed payments? Is their credit score really low? Do they not have credit? So again, then I'll apply the red, the yellow, and the green. And ultimately what I do is across those three categories, I'll apply a red, a yellow, or a green. And if they're all green, we're good to go. If there's two green and an amber, that's probably okay. Maybe I want to follow up with a question or two. If there's a red on any of those three categories, in most cases, I won't end up working with those individuals. So that's my traffic signal tip for you on doing credit checks and reference checks and gut checks on prospective tenants. Until next time, I'm Dave Penyuk with Revenue.com.